Welcome to the magical world of Jack's bedtime adventures. Jack is an 8-year-old boy with a curious heart and a backpack full of kindness. Every evening, just before bed, something amazing happens. A gentle call from the forest, a shimmer of light in the distance, or a whisper on the wind leads Jack into a world filled with talking creatures, forgotten magic, and friendships that sparkle like stars. Each story brings a new magical friend, a gentle lesson, and just the right touch of wonder to drift off to sleep. Let's begin. The night had turned quiet and blue, and soft snowflakes drifted past Jack's window. Everything outside looked peaceful, almost like it was dreaming. Jack had just snuggled into bed when he heard something strange. A soft melody, faint as a whisper, floating through the cold. It wasn't wind, it was music. Jack sat up, heart fluttering. He pulled on his warm socks, his red-orange knit beanie, and his cozy scarf. With a flashlight in his coat pocket, he slipped outside into the snowy hush. The music led him beyond the backyard, past the old pine trees, into a forest transformed by snow. The branches sparkled with frost, and every step crunched gently beneath his boots. Then he saw her, a figure made entirely of shimmering ice and snow, standing in a clearing lit by moonlight. Her hair flowed like icicles in the wind, and her gown glowed like the northern lights. But her eyes looked tired, as if something was missing. She was humming, but the tune was broken. Jack stepped into the clearing. "Hello." The figure turned. Her voice was like the chime of snowflakes. "You heard me?" Jack nodded. "Your song is beautiful, but sad." She knelt in the snow, her breath curling in the air. "I'm Lira, the Snow Maiden. I sing the frozen lullaby each winter to help the world sleep. But tonight, I can't remember the words." Jack blinked. "A lullaby for the whole world?" She gave a tiny nod. "Yes, it helps the forest rest. The animals curl deep into dreams. Even the stars slow down. But without my song, the snow feels heavy instead of calm." Jack thought for a moment. "Maybe you don't need the old words. Maybe we can find new ones, together." Lira looked at him with hopeful eyes. "Would you?" "Of course," Jack said. "Let's start with how snow feels." They sat in the clearing, snowflakes gently dusting their hair. Jack closed his eyes. Snow feels soft, like a whisper. It's quiet, but it carries wonder. Lira smiled. Snow is gentle, but brave. It falls alone and still covers everything. Together, they shaped new verses from feelings. Jack spoke of bedtime cocoa, of the hush before dreams, and of the way his mum pulled the blanket up just right. Lira added memories of frost dancing on windows, of stars tucked behind clouds, and of peaceful nights that waited patiently for morning. With each word, her voice grew clearer, stronger. And then she sang. It wasn't loud, but it wrapped around the forest like a woolen blanket. The trees stilled, the wind hushed. Even the stars above seemed to shimmer more slowly. Jack listened with his whole heart. When the song faded, the clearing glowed with peace. "You brought it back," Lira whispered, "because you remembered how it feels to be held by kindness." Jack smiled. "That's what lullabies are for, right?" Lira reached into the folds of her gown and pulled out something small, a silvery snowflake carved from crystal ice. "This is a memory flake," she said. "If you ever forget how to rest, place it by your pillow. It will hum just softly enough to remind your dreams how to drift." Jack held it carefully. It was cool, but didn't melt in his hand. "I'll keep it safe," he said. "Thank you." "Thank you," Lira replied, "for helping the night remember its song." As Jack made his way home under the glowing stars, the trees around him felt quieter, more peaceful. Back in bed, he placed the snowflake beside his pillow. And that night, wrapped in warmth and song, Jack fell into the deepest, gentlest sleep.